Hello and welcome to the WTFDYW podcast. I can't say it out loud because I'm going to warn you about swearing. With me on this recording is the ThatFKingGuy man.
Hello, how are you doing? Nice to be back for this little rendition that you're doing.
Why are you here?
Why am I here? Actually, I don't know.
Because we're giving away a copy of Tears of the Kingdom.
Wow, that is true. We are.
When I say we, I mean you.
Well, it's not really just me, is it? It's you as well. It's a joint effort. Come on.
I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with it, but you've done something. I mean, okay, right, fine. I'll take all the glory, and for some reason you're just being tagged. I don't know why. I don't even like you. No, that's a joke.
Because you love me.
It's really hard to talk to you and not swear, especially when I can see your face for audio listeners.
I've got one of those sweary faces.
You should make a podcast about things that you could, talk about and then swear like a lot.
Dynamite idea. So if you have tuned in for the first time, yes, this will be a very sweary podcast, and yes, we are actually giving away a copy of the game, Inner Freedom.
Just for everybody listening, you will be able to play the game. It's not going to be put into the frame in such a way that you won't be able to take it out, but you can take it out, use it, and then once you've played it, frame it. There's a slogan for me. I've just made my own slogan.
Stick it on your wall.
Stick it on your wall after you've played it and framed it.
So during the episode, which I'm afraid there will probably be copious amounts of swearing, various accounts of threats of violence, sexual imagery I'm not too strong on, but it does crop up, so be prepared for it.
I'm not entirely sure how that is even possible to audio listeners, but sure. Okay. Suggestive noises is probably what you should go with.
Yeah. So do keep an ear out, because you will hear some very familiar little noises from Zelda, and then you will hear a code word. And Mr. ThatFKingGuy man, what will they do with such a code word?
Hang on, what are they going to do with the code word?
They're going to send it to you.
That's right, yeah. I came in and I thought to myself, this is a really good idea. And I love the idea of this collaboration, and this is going to be great. I just gone to myself, what am I actually doing? I need you to tell me exactly what's going on, because I feel like I'm just like one of the listeners.
Brilliant. Organised.
As ever. No, basically you're gonna hear a code word, and then what you need to do is you need to let me know what the code word is.
Yes, you can direct message the code word to the ThatFKingGuy man. I will list all his socials,
which is at ThatFKingGuy on Twitter,
in the show notes.
In the show notes, I'll tell him as well. At ThatFKingGuy on Twitter, at ThatFKingGuy on Instagram, and ThatFKingGuy.com. So first person to DM me with the correct code word, they win?
No. It's going to be a raffle.
Oh, it's going to be a raffle. Okay.
All week long.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah. See, I told you I'm not prepared for this in the slightest. I really want to swear as well, because I'm so angry with myself. Right, so, yeah, message me with the code word. I'm not going to be putting out on socials. Anyone that knows what it is, DM me. I'll make you a list. Make you a list? I'll put you in a list. That's what I'm going to do. And then I will do a random pick generator for it, and the winner will win Tears of the Kingdom on Switch, framed, and you can take it out and play it.
And I made sure to pick a peculiar code word, which I will be searching online.
I wouldn't.
Thoroughly.
I wouldn't.
I will. So I will notice if you put it anywhere on Twitter, and if I do spot it, I will change it. I have the power of audacity.
Yeah, that's true. All the audacity. But it's a good. You should just listen to the show anyway, to be honest with you, everybody, because it's a great show.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Always.
It's in the top 10 of my favourite podcasts.
That's a bit biased.
It is. It's not even near the top.
I'll be fair, it's in my top 10 as well. It's one of the very. I think I've got 3 that I download on a weekly basis, and this is one of them. The other one is my own one, which is Grumpy Gamers podcast. So
oh, we're just going to squeeze that in.
Yeah, Ben will love it.
Yeah, can I send him the bill for the game?
Actually, yeah, you could do. Actually, it's free advertisement. So
he never paid me for the Game of the Year games.
That is true, because he's stingy.
He is, and he has small hands,
and he likes wearing latex.
That's not the code word.
That's not the code word.
Will we get on to the episode?
Sure, let's go.
Yes, play the music.
What the fuck do you want?
Hello, and welcome to the latest week of What the Fuck Do You Want? And with me this week, my longtime friend, possible lover, ThatFKingGuy.
Sorry, can you hear that?
No, it was an awkward silence.
can hear something. Oh, right, it's the bottom of the barrel being scraped. How you doing?
It's Dean. And how are you? Because you look fucking miserable.
I've been up since 3 yesterday afternoon. So, yeah, this show is going to be amazing. I'm selling it really well. I'm guessing there's something special happening in this episode.
Yes, Dean. Are you incredibly excited for your chance to win a copy of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom?
Can you play that on Dreamcast?
You could try.
Well, I can be excited if you want me to.
Yes, please, get giddy.
Okay. I'm really excited to be able to win that Zelda Breath of the Thingy Majiggy Ocarina time.
Somebody's up to date. The best thing about it is people are listening through this to get a code word, so we can put out any shit. They have to listen to it. You can make it as painful as you fucking want.
Oh, I'll make it painful.
Oh.
Really painful. Really painful.
So how have we been keeping since the last time we were talking to you?
Well, I went back into full-time work, which is, I'm regretting. I've been doing it
does sound like a load of balls.
Yeah, about 3 weeks now. Really regretting it. I could possibly turn back. I may do. But yeah, it's nice to have some money. But, you know, it'd be nice to have some free time as well.
There has to be a happy medium somewhere.
Being dead.
Fingers crossed.
Speaking of being dead, you got some questions to ask me.
I've only got one question to ask you. Dean, ThatFKingGuy.
Go on then.
What the fuck do you want?
Oh, well, I would tell you.
What do you know?
Yeah, but that'd be a spoiler.
Say I'll ruin everything for you. Well, it's mutual. Well, it's mutual. Say I'll ruin everything for you. Well, it's mutual. Well, it's mutual.
We don't like spoilers.
Well, do you want to put like a little voice in now to say that there's going to be spoilers in this?
On the episode that people have to listen to.
Yes.
Brilliant. So there are going to be spoilers this episode.
I bet you're glad you've invited me on.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, it's about spoilers.
Because I still remember you nonchalantly dropping the spoilers for Clerks 3.
So you asked about a film I'd seen, and I said I liked it, and you didn't mind knowing the spoilers, so I told you. And then on the podcast, you blanked it out, put one of your funny voices in there, saying, "Oh, I just told you the ending." Oh, that was a spoiler. That was what I was on
sounds
about.
like me, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this is about spoiler culture and the inability of some people to accept that being on the internet and social media in particular means you're going to find out about everything about that super popular TV show or film at some point, especially if it's a show everyone's fucking watching.
That can happen. So if you were going to break down spoilers, you did a nice job of it there, but what the fuck are they? What's a spoiler?
It's when the ending of a film is told you by someone on a podcast you ask about, and you just say you don't mind spoilers, and then you find out, and it ruins the experience for you.
Well, it was, do you mind knowing something about the end? And I was like, oh, I don't mind hearing something about the end of the movie. I'm going to watch it anyway. I say, oh, right, no, that's the complete ending of the, okay, that's not something, that's the whole thing.
Yeah, spoilers don't spoil anything, really. If the film, TV, or video game is good, you wouldn't care because it's a good film. The story's good leading up to it. Because I rewatched Clerks 3 a couple of weeks later and enjoyed it.
Spoiling it for yourself?
Yeah, but even knowing the ending of Clerks 3 when it didn't spoil it for me because it's like I enjoyed it all the same. I enjoyed it possibly even more, and it's the reason why spoilers don't matter, because it's a basic fact about the entertainment industry, indisputable fact. No person has ever made a piece of media, TV, movie, video games, like I say, or even theatre production that was designed to be consumed just once. Ideally, everything will be seen at least once. That's the hope anyway. The idea is to have something that gets watched again and again and again for generations to come. So yeah, everyone that makes a film intends you to watch it again. So that goes like producers, editors, actors, grips, best boys, worst boys, ball boys, makeup departments, etc., etc., etc. They want you to watch it again and again. So knowing something happens on your second, third, fourth, fifth watch through, you know exactly when it's going to happen. It's not going to spoil it for you, though, is it?
Do you think this is a bit more prevalent now because we are consuming things the once? There's so much media coming out at present.
Yeah.
You don't really go back to things?
I don't watch too much new things unless I know it's like really highly praised, because I'm currently rewatching a bunch of old stuff now, like Wire, Community, Breaking Bad, Red Dwarf, and it's like that's all I watch. I enjoy them, and I like rewatching shit. So that's why spoilers don't bother me. But yeah, I guess if you're watching, name a modern TV show.
A modern TV show.
Yeah, Succession. Is that a TV show?
It is.
Yeah, so if that gets spoiled for you, I guess that's I don't know. Does it ruin your enjoyment of a great TV show?
I'd say, given the cry-in matches online, possibly. I mean, people are very sensitive about it now. There are, I've even seen it today, people putting certain phrases onto Twitter to stop any possible spoilers. So they're trying to guess what the spoilers are and muting the words connected to it.
Yeah. Just don't go online if you don't want it spoiled at all. Like, ever.
Just stay off the internet. Is that possible?
Yeah, not really. But yeah, I enjoy watching Cloak 3 again. The journey to it is, the ending is moderately entertaining. But yeah, so is Sixth Sense when you learn Bruce Willis is dead. Beautiful Mind is still great when you realise Russell Crowe isn't a genius spy doing secret government work. He's just a bit crazy. Edward Norton is actually Tyler Durden all along. That the people being haunted in the others are actually the ones doing the haunting. That Kevin Spacey is Kaiser Soze.
Nope, not yet, you silly fuckers.
So yeah, Kevin Spacey puts Gwyneth Paltrow's head in a box at the end of 7. Kevin Spacey's sex best. Sorry.
Spoiler.
Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's dad. Planet of the Apes is Earth, and Soylent Green is people.
That's the first spoiler I think I came across. The Simpsons made a joke out of it.
What, Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's dad?
Yeah, he's leaving the cinema, he spouts it out while there's a queue waiting to get into the movie. So, spoilers aren't a new thing. It's just, we have a better way to distribute it. Do you remember watching that for the
first time?
No, because I was a baby when I first watched it.
Well, that's it. It didn't matter. And was it a big thing back then? Were people
I think I definitely knew that Darth Vader was Luke's father before going into the movie because it'd been referenced that many times.
Yeah, but I didn't have that. I watched it and I thought, oh, okay. Maybe that's what I feel like the way I do now, because it didn't really bother me too much. So, like, have you ever had anything?
You an apathetic mess?
Yeah, I mean, that might be the case, but have you ever had anything spoiled for you? Is there anything that you've been genuinely angry about knowing?
No, but I don't really give a flying fuck either. It's because, yeah, stories, it's the journey from point A to point B. Point A and point B don't really matter. There was a game came out, The Last of Us Part 2, and people got very angry about this game, and when they got angry, they put all the story details up, but the major plot points, and say, oh, there's a trans character in it, and there's this, and there's that, and the things we're getting really angry about. And when you just take all these bullet points and kind of hold them together, it's a bit messy. But when you play the thing and they're all interconnected and how it's intertwined, and yeah, I feel it was a great story. But people who only read the bullet points will tell you, you're wrong. It's a shite story. Okie dokie.
Yeah, see, I don't play games, as you know, but I read
There's an N64 sitting behind you, you liar.
Yeah, not modern games, but yeah, I read the spoilers to that, spoilers, and I was like, I was actually made more interested in playing it.
Oh, it's
piqued my
interest.
Yeah, and it's like, I probably wouldn't play it because, you know, I don't like cutscenes. There's a lot in it. I'm guessing a bit of the golf club is a cutscene, so.
Oh, it's a mini game. You have to shake the controller in time.
So yeah, it's got a case, I'll wait until they make a TV show of it, which they did, which apparently is great, but if you know the game, don't you therefore know the TV show? So the whole of season 1 with the guy everyone likes. In the second season, someone shouting 4, and yeah.
Pulp Pedro.
But yeah, everyone knows how that story's supposed to play out, so the second season is not going to be a spoiler, is it?
Unless people are still mix it all up. Oh,
yeah, people are still going to watch it, and people still watched the first season and said it was amazing, even though they know the story. Did they change it at all?
Where do you think the sensitivity about spoilers has kind of come up? Because I see it almost on a daily basis now.
Yeah, but that's it. It's oh man, there's certain movies where Mark Commode listens to that show all the time, and there's certain movies he has to be very sensitive about, like not trigger that don't you dare ruin the movie, no spoilers please. And it means he can't actually describe any part of the plot, because any part of the plot is a spoiler, or any appearance by a character is a spoiler.
Yeah,
and I'm going to spoil every Marvel movie for you now. The good guys win at the end.
Bastard.
there's nothing in those movies to spoil. Mm-hmm. They're perfectly fine entertainment. I'm not saying they're bad movies. Some of them are good, some are... well, there you go. But I don't mind the movies. I can watch them and it's like, yeah, fine. But there's nothing to spoil in them. They're not complex works of art. They're not like M. Night Shyamalan movies where the twist is the movie. But even then, you kind of go, I would say Bruce Willis is dead. Oh, he's actually a superhero. And you go, okay, how do you get to that point? Mm-hmm. And again, Unbreakable, I know the twist. One of my favourite movies. My favourite superhero movie. So yeah, it's I think certain types of movies, like Marvel movies, Star Wars as well, Force Awakens when that come out, people going ape shit when you mentioned anything that even appeared in the trailer. I was in like a troll group back then.
No.
Yeah, it's a big surprise. But yeah, I saw firsthand that people reacted to spoilers being put online. Mm-hmm. But even when guys just put like random guesses about the plot online.
That's always fun. Yeah,
I didn't have a clue. And I just said, yeah, this happens in the film, and got shouted out. And I knew someone who actually posted the entire plot to A New Hope and got death threats.
Oh, well, you deserve that.
Yeah, although to be fair, Force Awakens is actually A New Hope, so he got it right. But yeah, he just posted the plot to New Hope. And it's like, someone started sending death threats to him. It's like, man, chill out, mate.
As I was saying, I see spoiler talk coming up so often online, and it could be about very aged properties, but if you are so concerned with this subject matter getting spoiled for you, it's been a movie that's been out for 20 years. Go watch it.
Yeah. But
I know you can't watch, play, read everything, but if I was that upset that the possibility of something getting spoiled, I would stay off the internet and go read it and then go back on the internet.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just Marvel movies and Star Wars. It's like you say, all the newer stuff, especially because it's like you need to watch everything as soon as possible. But there's advantages to, example, reading the last page of the book. You know what happens in it. Because there's the old sitcom trope, isn't there, of like avoiding people telling you the score to a sporting match or event. And, well, was it a couple of years back in the UFC? There was a pay-per-view with Derek Lewis versus Francis Ngannou. Don't know if you're into your UFC MMA.
No.
Okay, I'll describe it to you because some of your listeners may not be either. These are two
If I want to watch
heavyweights.
two men rolling about, sweaty and hugging, I want to see a money shot.
Well, this wasn't that kind of match. This was like two guys who had ridiculous knockout power in the main event of the show. And it's like the two monsters facing off against each other. I mean, Francis Ngannou, apparently, he has the same punching power. Well, his punching power is equivalent to being hit by a Fiat Punto at 35 miles an hour.
Nice.
Yeah. And Derek Lewis has more knockouts than him, so he's not a lightweight on that one. So it's two guys who could knock each other out one punch. So everyone's going, oh, it's a 5-round match, but it's not going to last a minute. It went down as the worst pay-per-view main event ever. But they went 5 rounds and they threw about 12 punches. And I waited up until 5 a.m. to watch that. If I knew the result, wouldn't have bothered. So there's advantages to knowing what happens in the story.
So you're advocating spoilers. They're a good thing. They're a time saver.
Well, you could have saved 70 hours of your life by not watching Game of Thrones. Because everyone hated that fucking last season.
True.
Yeah, and everyone like, oh, it was a waste of my time. It's like, yeah, if you knew the ending, would you have watched it? Or knowing the ending, would you have looked more closely at the seasons leading up to it and went, actually, that makes perfect sense. So yeah, it's like you say, it's new shows coming out and everyone's need to watch stuff as quickly as possible and only watch it once.
Yeah.
Because how many shows that were being raved about a month ago are now being raved about?
Well, it is that I always go to Stranger Things because I think that one had like fever pitch when the latest one came out. But you had people staying up watching it in one shot because the entire series got uploaded.
Yeah, and you need to watch it, otherwise it'll be spoiled for you next day.
Oh yeah, I had spoilers the following morning. Got up on Twitter. I don't watch it, I don't care, but it's like, all right, that's the end of that series. Okay.
Yeah, have people gone back and watched the first seasons again? Or has it just been like...
I don't know. I don't have that information. Netflix don't show me their viewing figures.
What's the thing with Netflix? They have the thing of, shows are only being watched for the first week and then they drop off, which is why so many shows are getting cancelled. Because it's like the viewing figures are like massive spike and then nothing.
So just keep churning out new shit.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, this show lasted 2 weeks at the top, so we're going to make another season of that. And then...
bollocks. Sorry about that. I hit the button by accident. The next one will be the real one. I Promise?
I'm really testing people's patience with this.
Where was I?
I don't care.
This is a problem. I've been up like 26 hours now. Yeah, it's like you get shows that are sort of massive hits and then they have to make a new season, but they've not started the new season yet.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes like 2 years to come out again. So instantly the show comes out, boom, watch it. Within a week, spike, done.
Mm.
Are you going to go back and watch that again? No.
But is that not a reaction to spoilers? Everybody rushes to go watch it because they're afraid of having it spoiled.
Yeah. So
if there wasn't spoilers, TV would be better. It'd be more leveled.
But then if people didn't react to spoilers, because again, being in a troll group at some point, you know what people react to. If you don't react to it, they won't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be so sensitive about it. You won't get people going, hey. Do you want to know who dies in the Star Wars film? Han Solo. Here's a picture of it.
Chewbacca shoots a guy in the dick.
Yeah, if you're not so sensitive to it, you know, you go into actually maybe look at it and go, okay, how does that happen? I'm interested to find out now.
I want to get infested. The biggest one I can remember, because it came with the hashtag, was don't spoil the end game.
What, that the heroes win?
And you said there was no spoilers in Marvel.
It's not spoiler, everyone wins.
But there was a whole social media campaign for it.
Yeah, there was like 2 parts to the film, and it's 2 parts, and the first one, the bad guy's going to win, because there's no point having the good guys win at the end of the first one. Maybe I just know.
The second part is just them celebrating for 2 hours.
That second part, they get an even bigger baddie. It's Thanos' dad.
And he's fucking annoyed.
It's like, those films come out, and it's like, okay. And everyone's like, oh, devastated at the end of the first one. Oh, it's so sad. It's like, have you never read a comic book?
No
one ever
nerds.
Truly dies. Fuckers are coming back. And now you've got the multiverse. It means there's no consequences whatsoever, because they can just go to a different dimension and find someone else. Oh, look, here's Spider-Man. But he's
my Spider-Man.
And they've got 3 Spider-Man. I've actually got the Into the Spider-Verse. It's Into the Spider-Verse. It's every Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
You got a pig Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Ham. Yeah.
Perfect world, time. What would you like to see going forward? How would you like to see us handle spoilers? Just not react to them? Let people run wild?
Yeah, I mean, that's
it's
what
like
you
wearing
really.
clothes. If people just stopped doing it, people would accept nudity.
Yeah. Just calm your tits on it. Maybe appreciate, like, a film is a work of art.
Mammary.
A film is a work of art altogether. It's not just one scene. Mm-hmm. It's not just one character turning up. It's like, okay, we've got this character turns up in this film. Oh, it's spoiled. How does he turn up? Or how does she turn up? Or how does this group of people turn up?
I like the way we're kind of leaning towards that people who are sensitive to spoilers are irrational. There isn't a lot of medium ground or middle ground in this conversation.
Wow.
I can see why they're upset. They were excited. They were looking forward to it. And some prick, possibly you, on your Hive account, uploaded a screenshot of the last scene and explained what happened and ruined their cinematic treat. Because they don't have a lot of nice stuff in life. But they only have these media treats, and you took that from them.
But they're still going to see it
from them.
Are they still going to see it? Are they not going to see it?
But they're not going to enjoy it. You've robbed them of the orgasm, and it's the best bit. It is if you posted a spoiler. If you stood by and let people post spoilers.
Oh, man.
It just feels like you enjoy nothing, and you just hate those that do.
Well, you did ask me on this at very late notice, and I haven't had much sleep lately, so I'm quite bitter and angry at the world.
I like it.
Yeah. But there's a great example, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a play in London called The Mousetrap. May have heard of it. It's run for 70 years. It's a whodunit Agatha Christie wrote. It relies on the audience not knowing who did it. Mm-hmm. The people who run the show make sure at the end of it say, don't spoil it for anybody. Don't tell anyone who did it. And that's the gimmick of the show. It's been running for 70 years. It has 9 performances a week in a 550 capacity theatre.
Mm-hmm.
It roughly averages out to, it's like 18 million people have seen it in that theatre alone, which doesn't include any offshoot theatres doing productions of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's also written by the biggest selling author of all time, so it's probably sold a couple of million books. People know who did it. Everyone knows the butler did it.
He didn't.
No, it was the inspector. But anyway.
Right, it's actually me this time, the Framey Gamey Man, and I've got the actual word for you, and it is moist smegma. And I will repeat that, moist smegma.
Good luck.
Oh, well, that's everybody fucking gone now.
It's like for Christy Fans, you had. So yeah, just slow down and consume media at a slower pace.
Mm-hmm.
Let people review films fully, explain plots, maybe look at a few spoilers for shows, for stuff you've not seen. See if it has a satisfactory and entertaining conclusion. Take your time to appreciate it.
Yes, everybody that's crying about their backlog, just read spoilers. You finish 10 shows in one evening.
Yeah, you could read it and go, that doesn't sound that great.
She was riding her own brother. Phew.
Done. That's 12 hours of your life you can get back, or 6 hours of your life you're watching at twice the speed, because I'm pretty sure some people are.
Oh, they have to be.
Mentals.
So do you want to call out Stig especially on this show, because...
Pro wrestling sucks. There you go.
Burn. Well, closing thoughts.
Calm your tits. I think that's what I'm going to take away from the show, really. Hope people take away from it. Like I say, it's a work of art.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate the entire work of art, rather than just those gifable moments that people ruin films with.
Deep.
Respect after being awake 30 hours.
You can't keep using this as an excuse.
I will.
You've been mainlining coffee in those several hours.
Oh, I've had, I think I've had a double on this one. It's double strength coffee as well. Fun times.
Boiling up the kettle with Lucasade in it.
Oh, I hope someone enjoys that Zelda game.
And how does it end?
Hang on a sec. I'm sure there's a spoiler thing online. Is it released yet?
Yeah, I think the game leaked this morning, so you possibly could find the spoilers.
Okay, I'll post them on my Twitter page.
Link wins.
Which one's Link?
The prick and green.
Is that not Zelda?
How long were you waiting for that one?
From the start.
Well, thank you very much for once again coming on at the last moment. And
ruining the show.
Yeah, fuck you. If only there was some way I could appear on one of your programs and fucking ruin it.
Maybe.
Again.
More Katie Price talk. You've ruined me enough.
Yes, you were the victim in that scenario. But until next time, get fucked.
That big silly bastard.
What'd he do this time?
It's what he didn't fucking do. He didn't let Dean do his fucking socials.
Oh well, to be fair, it's up to Dean to do his own socials.
Poor Dean was barely a fucking corpse for that one. The lad's knackered.
Yeah, there didn't seem to be much behind the eyes.
We really should slip in a bit, tell people to look for ThatFKing show, or go to his website, totalcultzone.com.
Oh, you can give him money to draw mucky pictures. It's quite the service.
Could probably draw an instruction manual for sounding, if you're into that sort of thing.
He was nice enough to dig us out of a hole last minute, and we couldn't even let him promote his own wares.
100 episodes and still a cunt.
Oh, that's not going to change anytime soon.
It would be nice of him to go over the giveaway too.
Yeah, just one last reminder to follow the WTFDYW Twitter page and the Frame Again page.
DM that fantastic code word to Kirk over at Frame Again, please. Don't direct message me, I'll tell you to fuck off.
Yeah, if they could just put something like that at the end, but, they're indie podcasters. They're not professional. It shows.
Can we enter for this, Frame?
I don't actually think there's any terms and conditions, so yeah, we can fucking totally enter for this, Frame.
How many burner accounts do we have?
Keep it to yourself.
Can we say it again?
Yeah, why not?
Get fucked.